What's going on, guys? This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. I hope everybody's doing great. It's a Friday. Yeah, it's hot as hell, but we're gonna be all right. So, what am I gonna talk about today? Well, I could talk about the Senate and how they passed gun control legislation, which is huge. That's a big deal, right? But I don't really want to talk about that because guns ain't going nowhere. I'm glad they made a couple little changes to the laws and stuff like that, so crazy people can't get hold of guns. But that ain't what this video is about. This video is actually about something that happened in Arizona. It's just interesting to me, man. There were some hikers in Arizona, and believe it or not, it was like 10 or 11 hikers. They were all women. They were some like religious group, and they were out there trying to film a reality show. And it got too hot for them out there. They had to be rescued by helicopter, and like 3 or 4 of them are now currently hospitalized. I want you to let that sink in for just a second. They were doing a reality show. It was actually called Good Girls Gone God is the name of the reality show that they were working on. Like I said, went out to Arizona. They were hiking one of those trails out there. And you know how hot it gets in Arizona? Who all lives in Arizona? Comment down below. How hot is it? Because from what I read, man, it was 108 degrees while they were on that trail. They ran out of water. They started feeling dizzy, and they said, uh-oh. And see, I just did a video about solar flares and stuff like that. Go check it out. But it's just funny because this heat, man, this heat is about to get real interesting. But back to the story. They had to get rescued. They had to get rescued by helicopter. I guess one of them had a cell phone and was able to call 911 or something. They ended up sending 100 firefighters out there, put up like 5-6 drones so that they could locate where they were. They didn't even know where these women were, man. It was called the Echo Canyon Trail, which is on something called Camelback Mountain in Arizona. It's one of the hardest trails in Phoenix, Arizona. See, people be sleeping on these trails, man. Like, I love to go hike trails. And I go on my app. It's a phone app. I think it's called All Trails. And, you know, I can look at the different trails that are near me and stuff like that. But the trails I hike, man, they're usually like easy, moderate. Man, I hiked one of those moderate trails. Man, that jump was hard, man. It wasn't easy as I thought it was going to be. Let's just say that. It was a 5-mile hike. I was like, damn, this is kind of hard. So these women went out and hiked one of the hardest trails in Arizona. Not only Arizona, probably the United States, considering how hot it was. Now, this trail, it had very steep elevation. There was a lot of rocky terrain. There were parts of the trail that were completely exposed. The sun beaming down on them. 108 degrees. You could fry an egg in that type of heat. 2,700 feet above sea level. That's how high this trail is, just to give you an idea of how stranded they must have felt. And so they ran out of water. That's basically what happened, man. They ran out of water, man. Can you imagine? You going up there, you're like, we're gonna do it for God, girls. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna make this reality show, and we're gonna test our spiritual faith and our fortitude by putting ourselves through a serious physical challenge. And that's exactly what happened. God said, I like the idea. Okay. Yeah, I like the idea. Good girls gone God. I like that. All right, because they said, you know, without God, they said God saved them in that situation. And I believe that 100%. As a matter of fact, God is probably going to make that reality show that y'all did, if y'all recorded everything, that reality show is going to make millions, because I'm definitely going to watch it. I want to watch that reality show. I want to see from beginning to end How y'all thought everything was gonna be cool. How you looked down, you had 2 smart waters and you thought that was enough. How you didn't do your research, you didn't go online and look at how hot it was gonna be that day. Didn't look at what type of terrain you were gonna be looking at. It was a bad decision, guys. And see, this is what ends up happening, man. When you make decisions that are not well informed, you have bad outcomes. If you don't have a bad outcome, you just got lucky. Now, did God step in and intervene and save these women? Yeah, I think he did. You know, I think they got lucky too. But God works in mysterious ways, and I'm not going to get too religious on here. But I think that reality show is going to do numbers, guys. If they had the wherewithal to continue to film in that situation, even as the helicopters were coming down and saving them, that's made for TV right there. I want to see that. And so they said that, you know, this was something that was going to bring them closer to God. It almost brought them real close. It almost brought them to the upper room, guys. It almost brought them a little too close. So close that you ain't coming back. So you got to be careful out here, man. You got to be very careful. I think the ages of the women, it was like between 24 and 40. I think there was a 50-year-old out there. Now the 24-year-old, okay, maybe you don't know. Maybe you're like, oh, that sounds like fun. But if you're 42, 50 years old, you got to know better than that. You're supposed to do a little bit of research. You're supposed to know better. You got to be like, wait, hold on. Now, they say that we should drink about a gallon of water a day. And that's not being in the heat. So if I'm walking up a trail and it's 108 triple-digit degrees outside, I probably need to bring even more water than that. The amount of water that they probably needed is not enough for them to carry. It would have been too much for them to even carry up there. And, you know, people got to the point where they were passing out, and it's sad, man. So all of you guys that's going to be going out hiking and things like that, I love hiking, and I know a lot of you guys probably do too. I just want to tell you, man, don't drink alcohol the night before. Don't do that, because it's going to make you dehydrated. Number 2, don't drink coffee on your way out there. That coffee is going to take that water out of your body. It's not good. Number 3, hydrate before. You want to drink water before. Don't go out there and be like, I'm going to drink this water while I'm out here. Nah, you want to drink a lot of water before you even get out there. And take water. And the last... Wow, this person is driving a little bit crazy. I'm not sure why. And the last thing I want to tell you guys about, tell somebody where you're going to be going. Don't just go off into the woods and be like, you know what, I'm going to get closer to God. I'm just going to go out here and take a sabbatical all by myself, just me and my girlfriends. Or me and my guys. Yeah, we just going to go out here. Yeah, we're going to rough it. We're not going to tell anybody where we went. Okay, they're going to find 8 carcasses. They're going to find 8 mummified, dehydrated carcasses out there if you ain't careful. With a note that said, we was trying to make a reality show. The water ran out and the battery ran out. Please put this on Netflix. Come on, man. When I first heard about the name of the mountain, because it's called Camelback Mountain, I was like, oh. But at first I thought they were on camel back, like on the back of a camel. I was like, damn, this story just keeps getting interesting. But it wasn't real camels, it was just the name of the mountain. But either way it goes, guys, look it up, check it out. Very interesting story. I'm glad everybody was okay. As far as I know, nobody has died or anything like that. But yeah, them helicopters had to come through and get them up out of there, man. Thank God. Because otherwise, I don't know, man. They might have just been a bunch of bones. You know, you see the little tumbleweed going by. It's tough. But that's just the reality. This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, man. What do you think about this story? What do y'all want me to talk about next? And I'm gonna holler at you guys next time, man. Peace.